Hello, people joining. I'm still sharing the show. More. All right, I'm done sharing the show over there. Apparently, let's see what I got over here. I used to be able to mirror it. No. Okay. I'm done fucking with the settings. Hello, people. More likes can attract viewers. Keep it up. Yeah, keep liking it. Click it. Click that screen. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm coming to you live on YouTube and TikTok. So I'll be going back and forth between the screens. What we got over here? Liz Godfrey, hello. Luciferia, hello. Liz is in Pittsburgh. Where are you from, Luciferia? Anybody else, if I don't know you, tell me where you're from, because I always like to hear that. Nicole Nightingale, I know you. It's March Madness, it says up there. I don't know what that is. Unless it's like basketball shit. Let's see, what's enhanced? Have filters and shit. Oh, mirror video. There you go. Okay, stickers, voice effects. Voice effects. So much to play with. Salem, Oregon. Hello. Ireland, how are ya? Did you see on my page the St. Patrick's Battalion video? I just posted that. It's an incredible movie. I think it's called One Man's Hero. But there's a music video about it using footage from the movie about the St. Patrick's Battalion. Irish immigrants who came over here and were conscripted immediately upon arriving, and instead decided to fight on the side of the Mexicans in the Mexican-American War. Manitoba, Canada, hello. Trying to get a hold of you. Which school problem? I haven't checked my email in a day, but I'll check it. The email for which school is witchskewl@gmail.com. If you try and send it to any of my other email addresses, it will probably be lost. I may run into it sometime, but that's why we keep everything at witchschool@gmail.com. Salem, Oregon over here. Wait, I thought there was a Salem, Oregon over here. No, that's you. Okay, Power of the Occult, hello. How are you? Keep hitting that live, man. Last time we were on, they were trying to get it up to 1 million likes. Didn't. I think we were at 28,000 likes when we left. Oh yeah, we were at 28,000 likes when they banned my live for, I don't even know what it was, hateful content, I think. That's so vague. Explain to me hateful content. I hate your content. Alex, hello. Sailor Mion. You ever seen a UFO? Yes, I've seen plenty of flying objects that I wasn't not able to identify. Yes, that was Gemma. Hello, Gemma. Wait, who's Gemma? I know Gemma. 420 Witch. Wait, that was Gemma that had the problem with the witch school? I don't know. Manitoba, oh, I think I said hi to Manitoba. Thank you for all the likes. If you're not following, please follow. I've had a burst of followers over here on TikTok ever since I started pissing off the right people. It's amazing. The TikTok spends so much of their time letting people report us for hate speech and bullying and that kind of thing, when that's actually what they want on TikTok. When people fight in your feed, you get more traffic. I got about 1,000 followers in 2 days, so I'm up to 4-something thousand. Okay, I'll email you. Chicago, all right, right on, Chicago. Hello, Nurse Misty. Nurse Misty, where are you from? Woke up to 77 notifications today. Yeah, I did too. And there's Power of the Occult. We need to get him up. Follow Power of the Occult over here. He's trying to get up to 1,000 followers so he can go live. He's teaching witchcraft. He's doing readings. He's doing good stuff. Got to see him. Yeah, I saw that you were in the thing. Hey, I don't know if you answered me in the thing. That was that word you used. It looked like Paulo, and then with something else. Let's see. Somebody wants to go live with me. I'm going to say yes. What's up? Who are you? Texas SN. I guess you're in Texas. So I'll dispense with that. What's the flag say? Trump something. Wait, Texas Snake. I already got you in here. You sent me another request. Oh, you're a Trump supporter? Oh, fascinating. It's still, after all this, after all you've seen, you're still a Trump supporter? How is that? Why is that? I mean, maybe a couple years ago.
I mean, because when he was in there, he did pretty good for our country. I mean, he's an ignorant dude, but...
I disagree. I don't think he did anything good for the country. He did a lot of good for racists and Nazis, though. See, my whole thing is like, if you find yourself on a side that Nazis are on, you might have picked the wrong side.
I don't know. That's a lot of people say that.
Well, hey, Mojo, get out of there. Hey, Hound, get out of there. Sorry, yelling at the dog. Yeah, well, a lot of people say that because, you know, nobody wants to be on the same side as Nazis. Texas Snake, is that you that keeps sending me the requests even though we're already here? Maybe you keep, okay, bumping into something. So what are the good things that you think that Trump did for the country?
I don't know.
You don't know. You didn't think I was going to ask a follow-up question when you said that?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you did. I mean, I know you will.
One good thing he did for the country.
Lower prices, not inflation, no war.
Wait, lower prices didn't happen. Low inflation didn't happen. No war didn't happen either. He pulled plenty of our troops away and let our allies get slaughtered in places that we had wars. But we had war under the entire time of Trump, and our troops are still active out there. How'd that surrendering to Afghanistan turned out really well, didn't it? He surrendered. He didn't end the war. He surrendered to Afghanistan. Met all their conditions. Gas? No, gas prices, if you actually look at a graph, gas price didn't go up any more than anybody else until Putin. So we did not have, the only time we had low gas prices under Trump is when nobody was driving because we were all locked down. So supply and demand, kids, learn how it works. If you got a lot of supply, then the prices are lower. If you got a lot of demand, the prices are higher. If you got no demand, the prices are lower. There was no demand because no people were driving. Even demand for cars fell. Car companies went out of business because they couldn't sell their fucking cars, man.
They were trying to buy people's cars all the time. I know.
Well, okay. Well, thanks for coming on. All right. Have a good one. What do we got over here on YouTube? Trump's awesome, Biden sucks. Oh, well, that's a great argument. Higher gas prices didn't happen thanks Biden. That happened thanks Putin. Gas prices went up when we came out from lockdown. Now, you Trump supporters might notice, you know, when Trump was butthurt that he lost the election so bad and was trying to destroy the country on the way out, he released the travel ban, the international travel ban, at the height of COVID. Luckily for us, that could not be implemented. People didn't file that paperwork until Biden was in power and could reimpose that. So Trump tried to open the entire country to international travel during the height of COVID because he was butthurt because he lost an election. This is some people's hero. I'm sorry. This is why I don't worship the Christian God. He's not worthy of worship. Anything worthy of worship should be better than me. Yeah, he did lose. Do some math. Do some reading. He lost badly, continues to lose. Matter of fact, by my count, Trump lost 83 times. He lost his election, and then he lost all court cases regarding the election because he had no evidence and came to court anyways, which is really fucking brilliant, and he should have fired his fucking lawyers. Who the hell goes to court with no evidence? Somebody without a lawyer, usually. Follow the host. Thank you for following the host. Yeah, follow me if you're not following me. Subscribe if you're not subscribed over here on YouTube. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans on YouTube and TikTok. We just had a Trump supporter on who couldn't explain why he's a Trump supporter, but that's right where I'm at. I don't understand either. If he could have told me something, maybe I would have understood something, but I don't understand either, so it's perfect. And there's another Trump supporter over here on YouTube keeps message retracting stuff. Oh, all the stuff that you just said about Trump and Biden sucks and all that. So you retracted all of that. Okay, so the Trump supporter is definitely a party of conviction. Well, they'll be convicted. I'll send your page to others in my religion. Yes, please do, please do. Oh yeah, Goddess Yemaya, I was going to ask you, you mentioned a word, said you were into Santeria, and then there was a word that sounded like Palermo or Palermi or something like, what was that word? I asked you that, and I don't know if you responded because I'm over here live, but Goddess Yemaya, I believe you were talking about that. What's the other tradition that you're in? Never trust a politician, they're all corrupt. Absolutely. Okay, I'm waiting for Goddess Yemian to tell me what that other tradition is, because it sounded kind of like Palo, but the word you used wasn't Palo. I was kind of wondering if your phone auto-corrected or something like that. I'll try to send you a message. Hold on, I think I have to follow you. Okay, I'm following you, you're following me, now you'll be able to send me a message. Okay, cool. Yes, it's Paulo. Okay, so it auto-corrected. Okay, yeah. Well, that makes sense. I'm a Tata on Paulo. And to be, they always say if you're, they do kind of go well together, but you have to do Paulo before you do Santeria or Ifa or Lukumi, any of those. You have to do Paulo first if you're going to do the second one. One is, they say one is heating, one is cooling. I don't really know because I never really wanted to do that. Our Tata did try and get us into Ocha, which is a form of Santeria, and didn't like the constraints. I mean, a year of only wearing white, sleeping on a mat on the floor, carrying your eating utensils with you everywhere you go, your bowl and your cup and that kind of stuff, not being able to touch anybody else. You can't hug anybody else, that kind of thing, for years just like seemed undoable in our situation.
Isn't it also where you included in that, all those restrictions, is you can't look in the mirror?
You can't look in the mirror for a year.
Not look in the mirror for a year.
I mean, and we were taking the trip together. So me and Marta got initiated in Palo together, and we would have gone into Ocha together. But a Leo not looking in a mirror for a year ain't gonna happen. But plenty of my friends have done it, especially around here in New Orleans. Yeah, it is about discipline. That's too much discipline for me, man. Palo was enough for me to go through. I don't know the reasoning because I didn't pursue that tradition. Maybe Goddess Yemaya, I'll have something to say to that about that. I've got several friends here on TikTok that have pursued that tradition too, but also several of them are not public with their initiation status, so I won't talk about some of those people. All our prime minister does is run and hide. Sounds like it. Good evening, Uncle Birch. Where are you, Van? That it's evening. Good afternoon to you. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. I'm on TikTok as Uncle Birch 3, and then I'm on YouTube as Uncle Birch. Or take pics. Wow. See, that's probably something they had to add over time because it's similar to the mirror thing, but people didn't all have cell phones for quite some time. So, yeah, you can't take pictures either, honey, for a year.
I don't take pictures.
Yeah. Credence is calling.
I could live with that one.
Yeah. All right, I just got a call. Hopefully that didn't mute me. It's my tradition. I was starting. Sorry. It looked like a question. Oh. What's your tradition? Let me see. What about discipline? Scrolling. I'm only scrolling. All right, I do not see how that discussion started, but okay, cool. Let's see. Or be outside after dark. Whoa. Oh, that's your tradition. Okay. Hey, Jen, how are you over there on YouTube? Good afternoon, good evening from Germany over here. 9, 18, 12, 13. Hello, how are you? Follow me if you're not following. Double tap the screen to like it. We're only at 2,000 likes, so if these people that wanted to get up to 1 million are still here this time, they're gonna have to get busy. Jen is doing good. Ooh, thank you for the roses. I finally figured out, this account is not associated with my email address that has the PayPal account tied to it, so I kind of thought it was going to be hard to get my money out, but I was able to figure out my way around that recently. And y'all bought me a 6-pack and a pack of smokes. Thank you. Many blessings to you and your wife. I have to go to work. I'll be in touch and love your page. Oh, well, welcome and have fun at work if you can.
Mobile parties.
Yeah, people have kind of like DIY parades. It could be that pedal bar. They have music at the pedal bar.
Yeah. They have one of those on a boat. It's still a paddle boat.
Oh, like a paddle boat bar?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
And that one has a bathroom on it.
Wow. Lots of love to Aunt Marta from South Africa. Right on.
Thank you.
Damon switched from TikTok to over here so he can catch up on the hate comments. I haven't had him. The one hater, the one Trump supporter retracted his comments and hasn't said anything. Hello, Manwich. And there's Manwich. We've got a store together. Check out the Lovers Hermetic. Check out the lovershermeticsupply.com for excellent magical products made in a magical way by magical people rather than cheap ass shit you get from a sweatshop. And it tends to work better. Work at a haunted house, Yameo? That's kind of cool. Like a year-long haunted house, huh? It's not even the season, but that's cool. Now Jen's over here. Hi, Jen. How are you? We're coming to you again live from New Orleans on TikTok and YouTube simultaneously.
Jen from Oklahoma?
Yes. She was in...
Hi, Jen.
You heard that? Yeah, she was on YouTube, and then she jumped over to TikTok. Then you got Damon Fain jumping from TikTok to YouTube. Man, we got platform jumpers here.
So many jumpers.
Maybe next time I'll go like live on Patreon, but I think there's only like one person following me on Patreon. Find me on Patreon as Uncle Birch. Jen said, hey Marta, I have a question. How long have you practiced? About 45 years formally. I mark that from from 13 years old, but from 9 to 13 I had some sort of an awakening and was creating this religion, this spiritual practice in my head, all alone, not talking to anybody about it, and thought I made it up. When I was 13 years old, I found these people out there and they were practicing my religion. So that's sometimes why I'm a cocky motherfucker about this. I'm a cocky motherfucker anyways, but I have a certain sense of entitlement with regard to craft sometimes. In a way, there's my childhood self is back there thinking, well, this is my religion, I made it up, and you're just along for the ride. But I don't, I don't really believe that, but subconsciously it's in there somewhere. Voodoo Ranger. Yes, this is kind of local. It's the Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze today.
Oh, I thought that was somebody's name.
No, they got a whole line of IPAs. They're pretty popular around here. I think the one I get at Golden Lantern's the Voodoo IPA.
I wonder if they're still selling that King Cake um, Imperial Stout.
Haven't seen it, but it was on like in a king cake display at the market, and that's not there anymore because we're
Right,
past king cake
right.
season.
But I don't see why they should stop.
Yeah, it
making
seems
the
like
beer.
somebody. It was like a king cake imperial stout.
Yep.
Marta loved it. It was, to me, it was like drinking king cake. It was like a bit too much. Yes, it was isolating when I started because I had Catholic parents, and when I had my little awakening moment at 9 years old, I tried to explain it to them. I tried to be open about it, and I said the words to them, I am God. And I didn't get the rest of the message out, and I got bitch slapped because I had Catholic parents. As near as I can figure, the message that I was trying to relay with, limited linguistics was that I am God. You are God. We are pieces of God manifest here to have an experience of flesh, to have an experience of mortality for some higher purpose that I couldn't wrap my head around. But that's what I was trying to say to my parents. I didn't really get that message out. But I learned a good lesson early on when you're dealing with Christians, dealing with Catholics, and you are a witch. You need to learn early on to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. They're not going to get it. You cannot change your closed mind. Like that bumper sticker, like parachutes. You can't change them. They're going to fear you. Their religion has indoctrinated the fear of your type, and they will never get over it. And you're best just shutting the fuck up. You're not going to convert your Christian friends. You're not going to convert your Catholic friends. I do embrace the word warlock. It is one of my pronouns, as I like to say. I'm one of the few heterosexual male witches reclaiming the word, and my reasoning is that in my lifetime of craft, we spent a lot of time trying to lift women up because of all the patriarchal religions that had come before us. And I remember when I was a kid, we were taught, due to, some of the shit that's gone on with all the different patriarchy, women are pissed and you're going to have to take some shit. They're going to call you names and say bad things about you, and just let that slide. We're trying to offset the balance. They said this, and that could happen. People like C. Budapest came along, said that we are lower forms of life that should be eradicated from the planet, and she still has a platform to this day. Embrace my masculinity. I will not share the word witch. I'm sorry, I gotta fuck with this for a second. It got dim. Okay, that's awfully weird. You're indoctrinated, yeah. My mom taught me that. Can't change closed minds. Yes, I'm a loner for the most part, but I would love a mentor or a coven. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Beware of covens that somebody's trying to rule. Priests and priestesses can be all up in their feelings of power, and quite often you run into priests and priestesses that are there because they want to rule over people. Avoid those people. In my tradition, the colors associated with the initiations into priest and high priest, priestess, high priestess, are symbolic of duties that you have and oaths that you took on. They're not symbolic of power over other people. Yes, there's Witch School, WITCHSKEWL. You can check out gumroad.com/witch school, WITCHSKEWL. My March year in a day course is still open till the end of March, so you can still sign up for it. It's about $40 a month for a year, and I'm going to cover way more than you bargained for, trust me. but also on my gumroad.com/witchschool, WITCHSKEWL. I have several standalone series. The magical warfare and spiritual warfare series are pretty popular. There's a tarot class. I have several of my old year in a day courses bundled because millennial witches often don't want to take a year and a day to study a thing, and you got to give the people what they want, even if it's not traditional. So lately, I've been having a lot of people buy those, buy the entire first level, or buy half the first level, and then buy the second half of the first level, and then I also have the first level and the second level bundled. And I've been having a lot of people pick those up lately too. So there's many ways you can go. You can go the slow way. You just got to look for the March 2022 class and join that, or you can, get the downloadable ones. You save money and you save time. So, thank you for following the host, female thought criminal. And I just want to say that I appreciate you using the word warlock rather than witch. Respect. Thank you. Yes. Well, I do it as a form of protest, but actually, like I said, I'm one of the only heterosexual male witches that I know of that have reclaimed the word. It tends to be the gay guys that are reclaiming it, and they're reclaiming it to not be associated with the divine feminine. And with the feminine forms and the standard Wicca, where it's the god and goddess showing up, courting each other to make the fields grow. It's like, yeah, well, that's great if you're not gay. And I always wondered all my years, like that's always been the way. Those have always been the rituals, and most of the men around me have been gay. And I'm just like looking at him, like, how do you deal with this heteronormative fucking craft, tradition, religion, whatever you want to call it? But so they have their reasons, and I have my reason. Now, for those of you going to say the other stuff, warlock does not mean an oath breaker that broke the oath to the coven. One of the translations of warlock is oath breaker, but we have no knowledge of what oath was being broken. Seemingly, since Christians were the first people to use that word as an identifier for us, they were probably referring to oaths broken to the Christian church. Now, I don't know about you, but when they baptized me, I was a fucking baby and I had no say-so in it, so I made no oaths. And I was not in the position or the age range where I should have been allowed or expected to make oaths. So I never broke any oaths to the Catholic Church unless breaking the oaths that my parents made against my will. So nobody has ever found what they used to say when I was a kid, that an oath breaker is somebody that betrayed the coven and the coven got killed in the burning times, and we were supposed to unalive them when we ran into a warlock. Nobody has proven that. And like I just said on a video, if you can prove that an oath breaker is a person that broke their oath to the coven, my friend Christian Day has $10,000 sitting there for you, and it's been sitting there for about 10 years, and nobody's collected. And big name people with lots of ability to study things and get intelligence and get information, nobody has been able to collect that 10 grand. Let's see, what are you guys talking about over here on YouTube? One of the people who is mad at me would comment, then block me, then unblock me, so he could comment again, then block me again. That's fucking passive aggressive as hell. I have Gumroad problem in one name. It's gumroad.com/witchschool. Witchschool is one word. WITCHSKEWL. My name is Paige. I'll send it after we kick it here. Okay. Uncle Birch, I want to know how to get rid of people that try and excessive thoughts and symbols and colors, especially knowing that they are in my family. Getting rid of people's, I would usually go with 4 Thieves vinegar. You get some 4 Thieves vinegar, write their names 7 times on a piece of paper, fold the paper away from you 3 times, put it in the bottle, shake up the bottle. On the new moon, you take the bottle down to a river that's running very hard, and you throw that bottle and turn around counterclockwise before the bottle hits the water and start walking away. It's kind of an amazing spell. I was baptized Catholic, but have not had any of my 3 children baptized. It's up to them. See, It's the way it should be. You can't expect, you can't oath on behalf of kids. I always say this shit. It's like Christians like to always say, well, you witches, you're Satanists and you just don't know it. It's like, no, you can't accidentally worship something. That's not how that works. That's one realm where intent is all that matters. You must intend to be worshiping that thing to worship that thing. So you cannot accidentally worship Satan. That's not how worship works. It's an intent-based phenomenon. Let's see. Hey George, how are you over there on YouTube? Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans on YouTube and TikTok simultaneously. Here I am drinking over here, and they haven't put that warning up on the screen like that one time after they changed their algorithm. Any advice to stimulate dreams? Yeah, get some mugwort, some rosemary, put in a little cloth. Usually people like make a little sachet, little bag kind of thing. I remember one time when I was a kid, I put it in a sock and just tied the sock shut, stuck it in my pillow because I couldn't sew. Those things, put them in your pillow and sleep upon them. You'll be kind of amazed. Let's see, 100%. Yes, 100% something. Ooh, thank you for the little crowns. I need big crowns though. Got a big head. It's real nice meeting you. Going to head out for now. Have a wonderful day. All right, you too. Thanks for coming in. Female Thought Criminal. We do this. I tend to do it on weekends in the afternoon. I know that's not the best time to go live, but that's the time I have. Evenings, like family stuff going on. Hey, Uncle Birch from Spain. Hey, Rob, how are you over there in Spain? I was just saying the other day, like we heard Spain saying something about the Ukrainian war, and I'm going, God, you know what? You never hear from Spain. You never speak on the world stage. You're just kind of over there doing their thing. I don't really know what goes on in Spain. I know there's terrorism there a couple years ago. It was probably the first time I heard from Spain in decades. But good to hear from you over there. Reminds me of the book 1984. I'm pretty sure that's where that came from. Ooh, big crown? Ooh, they have regular sized crowns. Why didn't it go? It should have gone on my head. Man, I need a duck. Okay, next time you do that, I'm going to try and duck and get it on my head. But thank you for the crowns. I'm just looking up here on YouTube, seeing if I missed anything. Argentina, hey, Leandro, how are you? Oops, what am I doing? No. Yeah, Damon, when somebody blocks me on social media, I always block them, so they can't do that. Because people do that on Facebook too. They block you, and then the power's all in their hands. They can unblock you and troll your stuff, and then block you again before you control their stuff. So like in the middle of the night, they're gonna unblock you and get up on your page. So I get over there and I block them anyways. Thank you for sending me likes, 420 Witch. We're at 3.8 thousand likes. Last time we were here, we were trying to get up to 1 million. I don't think we did, but it was fun. The attempt was fun. Thank you for more crowns. Very cool. Thank you for the likes. Sorry, I'm reading about COVID-19 shit that just popped up on the screen. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. We're on YouTube as Uncle Birch, and we're on TikTok as Uncle Birch 3. And over here on TikTok, I didn't even, before yesterday, I'd never heard of the Witch Talk News. It's kind of a cool little bit. I made it on the Witch Talk News today. So that was kind of cool. What herbs are good for headaches and migraines? Best herb for headaches is white willow. It's literally where aspirin comes from. Aspirin is a lot of our, at least our earlier medicines were synthesizing the powers of herbs and plants. So they're all kind of based on herbs and plants, just synthesized in a laboratory. But aspirin was created from white willow bark. So there's people will do like white willow bark tea and stuff like that. But check with your doctor. Yeah, there's a Witch Talk News. I forget the creator that's doing it. Hopefully somebody out there knows. But yeah, there's a Witch Talk News, and it's cool. It's like a little news segment. It had 3 different stories on there, and one was Uncle Birch, appealing for solidarity with the witches against the Christians. What are you chucking about, woman? You're gonna make me all self-conscious over here.
I'm sorry, just a really funny video. I'll show you later.
Okay. Hey Birch, can you please give a good Crown of Success working? Well, you gotta have Crown of Success oil first of all. Crown of Success oil, Crown of Success incense, gold candle, and then standard would be doing that with candle magic. Although that's Crown of Success is technically hoodoo. It's not exactly how you do it in hoodoo, but a lot of hoodoo has incorporated candle magic, even though candle magic's not hoodoo. And nobody's bitching about cultural appropriation or anything like that. Yeah, so you're gonna dress a gold candle. Usually I'd want to do it like on a Wednesday or a Friday. Dress a gold candle. I'm gonna want to sigilize the candle. And since you're over here on YouTube, what I would do for that particular thing, I have a video over here on YouTube called "To Hide a Sigil in Plain Sight." I would use that sigil if I was you. That sigil is a public sigil made to gain energy every time a person looks at it, every time a person gives it attention, every time a person uses it. It's been on YouTube for over 10 years. Countless iterations of this thing exist. People sent me pictures of this scrawled on freeway on-ramps in Los Angeles. This thing's everywhere. I've seen people on Facebook using it as their profile pictures. And so you've got millions and millions and millions of people over 10 years giving that thing energy, meaning you don't have to give it as much energy. The juju you have to put out to pull any spell on where you're using that money magnet sigil, you don't have to put a whole lot of effort into it. Use the effort of all those other people. Gotta go, Birch. Catch you later. User Covens magnanimous. I'll catch you later too. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. The sigil is chef's kiss. You're welcome. Mill over there on YouTube. Uncle Birch coming to you live from on TikTok and YouTube. Check us out at the lovershermeticsupply.com, where you can get some of those candles right there. And probably even better than a gold candle, you get one of those wealth candles that we're making over there and use that for the candle that you're using for the Crown of Success. Yes. And I'm not sure if we're making Crown of Success oil, but they can make anything over there. If they don't have a recipe, I can get them a recipe. But check out the lovershermeticsupply.com. Also, you can, my March class is still open. You got a couple more days to sign up for that. Find it at gumroad.com/witch school. WITCHSKEWL. One word, witch school. Do you think crucified Jesus is a sigil? It probably should be. I mean, it's posted in all those Catholic churches. I was always of the beliefs like, why didn't somebody get some fucking pliers, take his ass down? Why do we have to have the gory statue of Jesus hanging on the cross, bleeding all over everything? Shouldn't you take him down? Isn't it, the stuff that he did that you're worshiping him for, or the fact that he fucking died? Because plenty of people fucking died. Plenty of people got crucified by the Romans. He was not the only one. It just never made sense to me to keep him in that position. It's kind of like some of them hoodoo people and some of the people on TikTok. They want to keep their ancestors down in the muck rather than elevate them. I would, if I was Christian, I would want to elevate Jesus from hanging on the fucking cross. Hey, Lady Witch, hello. How are you? And Bean Mom, hello. Damon Fain is now Damon Fain again over here on YouTube. He's got so many accounts, can't keep track of. No idea what I'm going to do, but I looked it up. I think you need to do some self-love. Yes, really, if you're ever contemplating a love spell and you haven't done a self-love spell, you're not gonna have a good time. You're not gonna have a good time. Um, when I make a love oil and the love oils that we make at the lovershermeticsupply.com, we have those elements in there, ingredients for that, because without self-love, love's never gonna work. Well, I'm glad you thought of it that way now, Lavola. Good, good. They think you'd think they'd worship his resurrection, not his death. Yeah, you'd think, but no, there he is, hanging there in fucking all those Catholic churches. Just wanted to say cheers. We got our house using one of your spells. Woohoo! John Davies, right on. Well, John's talking about my spell to get a home over there on YouTube. It has at least, I like to say a 95% success rate, but I really don't know if 5% it didn't work. I just don't like to use absolutes.
It didn't work for us one time in Grass Valley.
Yeah.
On that first house.
That's true. Well, I remember Grass Valley, we kind of took it up to a ridge and it brought us to Grass Valley. Like, I don't remember the house. We probably did it on a house too.
It was that house where what's her fuck told him that we didn't have pets.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that's right. That's right. Well, yeah, we had, interference from outside on that one. But if you take my my year in a day class, which you can still get into the March class, it says March 2022 on it. We start shooting that class when we lived in Hollywood, and during the shooting of that class, this New Orleans thing took off, and the city sucked us in and wouldn't let us go. And so by the end of the class, probably the last quarter of the class, we're coming from New Orleans. So originally it's shot at a very noisy place. We had a penthouse apartment with an outdoor gazebo and a lot of traffic noise outside. And then we're quietly in this backyard. I'm shooting the class, and that particular version of the housing spell that we did for this house was like the housing spell on steroids. It was I stepped it up quite a bit. I teach that spell in that class. You over there on YouTube, you're gonna have to stick with the regular housing spell. You want that spell, you gotta take that class. It's the only time I'm giving out that spell. But so especially at times when the other housing spell isn't working or something like that, the Uber housing spell. Yes, yes, yes. Uncle Birch, I feel I'm being attacked when I go to bed. Can't move, it's horrible. Because my problem is, how do I protect my family? How do I protect my family? Yeah, don't tell your family about that stuff. They'll just freak out. We need to have your shields up before you go to bed. You need to cast a circle. I would do it around the entire house. Oh, you're on YouTube. I have a video called Psychic Self-Defense Shields Up. I would tell you to watch that right now. But it's right over here on YouTube, on my channel. You find it, Psychic Self-Defense Shields Up. And then John Davies, correct, it works. It helps us to change our own lives. Good. I always like to hear about that. I've been doing this for 45 plus years, and I've been reading all that time too. And something always really aggravates me when you do readings for people. Like when they come to you for a reading, it's always the end of the fucking world. They need all kind of help, and you do them a reading, and then you don't hear from them again until the next time something's wrong. Every so often, I do a reading for somebody, and then I hear back from them about what went right and what went wrong, and how it worked out. I like to hear that too, but most often it's like next time they come for a reading, I'm going to hear how that last reading worked out. Even if it worked out great, people just don't tell you that shit. So it's kind of like you only hear from people when everything sucks. And they're like, that can get kind of depressing, man. So, check back in with your readers. The Uber job spell is yeah, it's in that class. It's in the March class. It's in all of my current year to day class. It's toward the later half of the class. John, we're doing well. It's feeling like spring. We keep going back. We've had this atmospheric roller coaster. I think there's still some storms on the way. Had a tornado just a mile or two away. We didn't really take tornado warnings that serious around here. Next time my phone makes that shrill noise, I think we'll take it a little bit more seriously. We just thought we had to worry about hurricanes. Hey Heather, how are you? Heather's over here on YouTube. Hello Hound, what do you want? What do you want, Hound? Well, yeah, Damon. They put out the thing. It's like, yeah, go to your basement. It's like, where the fuck did this warning come from? Nobody in New Orleans has a basement. We're like, maybe, I mean, here we're about 3 feet above sea level. A lot of the rest of the town is below sea level. You do not have fucking basements. So we have a storm room that we use for hurricanes, which will probably be where we go. Puppies, it's Mojo. Mojo never leaves my side. He's always right fucking here. As he's nearby, but Mojo's just so clingy. Yeah, we're in New Orleans. Yeah, and it was just right over there, just a couple miles where it hit. It is pretty devastating for the people that got hit too. The craziest thing was, 10 to 15 minutes after the tornado warning, it just stopped. Everything just stopped. The band was past us. Everything was nice out. It's just all this devastation, and then it just fucking stops. Weather. We're still getting snow in Wisconsin. I'll take that over hurricane, though. Yeah, I don't want snow either. Hey, Mojo. I could spell it the way Marta did. Yeah, well, technically we're now spelling Mojo Mojeaux, the New Orleans spelling. You need fire?
Smoke.
So yeah, technically we're spelling it that, but it still doesn't say that on his tag or on his harness. It says Mojo. Thank you for following the host. Yeah, follow if you're not following. Subscribe if you're not subscribing. And tap this screen and like it. The more we like it, the more people come here. Look, I can like myself. I'm like masturbating. Do these count as likes? Oh, look at that. Wait, let me see. Yeah, I can't really tell if I'm... Yeah, I did. I could drive up the number of likes. That's funny. That's bad coding. That's bad coding, man. TikTok, I don't know if you're listening, but your coders suck, man. You need to pay better or something, man. I'm not even a coder, but I recognize bad coding. So Mojo is Creole. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. And Mojo's a local boy. He's from Hammond. Hammond gets hit by every hurricane and every tornado. It's the worst fucking weather. They have a Renaissance fair there and a pirate fair. But we went to Mojo. It's like the rednecky sticks, and Mojo was living with meth addicts. They may have even had their own lab. So, both of our dogs are rescues, but Mojo, we know exactly what we rescued him from. As he, guest. Did you hear about Hawkins today? Such sad news. Do we know Taylor Hawkins is what? Who that?
Foo Fighters.
Oh, that's the Foo Fighters guy. Yeah, I did hear about that. And I went to the liquor store like 2 weeks ago or so, and I always got to pick up, a lighter. We always got 5 fucking lighters floating around, for various things that we smoke and stuff. And it's always kind of random. I just say, can I have a lighter? Can I have a big lighter? And they hand me, like one time I got one, it was a dinosaur on a scooter flying across the face of the moon like E.T. And it was just, that was a random fucking lighter. I saved that one. I have that lighter's not out because it was just so fucking weird. But it just happened to give me a Foo Fighters fucking lighter. I can't even think of a Foo Fighters song. I'm sure I know one. Yeah, we did hear about that. And I just heard today that they had a gig that night. I didn't even know that. I kind of had heard that they were on a tour about a month ago or so. Yeah, that's just random as fuck. It's like, what? If I keep going to this place, can I get like Misfits? Am I gonna get a Misfits lighter someday? That'd be cool. I doubt they're actually paying the Foo Fighters for their name on a lighter, but raising a glass of whiskey. I'll raise it. IPA to them. And they're still over here talking about Mojo. All right, I'm masturbating over here. I'm liking myself. Look at that. That's bad coding, man. See, now, if I did that on YouTube, I'd never be able to monetize my account. I can't monetize my account now because somebody fucking did that. Somebody, like, when I first monetized my account, somebody like went and like just clicked like a bunch of times and it triggered their algorithm, and so that's why I don't have commercials on YouTube. It's not that I'm that anti-capitalist. I would totally I would always totally take passive income. Work smarter, not harder, I say, man. Anytime I can get paid while I'm doing something else, I want that job. What are you whining about, dog? Now the other dog whining. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. We're a stone's throw from the French Quarter. And we're live on YouTube as Uncle Birch and Uncle Birch 3 over here on TikTok. I also have Uncle Birch 4, Witch School, WITCHSKEWL, and Feel Free 13, where I post the political stuff. I haven't posted much political stuff in a while. There's like no traffic going on my Feel Free 13, but on Uncle Birch 3, with all the controversy arguing with the, well, I can't say I'm arguing with the voodoo people. One voodoo, because the ancestors are so mad. I said, no, that's not it. And every ATR, I mean, ATRs are different, but they all tend to have one thing in common that I've seen. The spirits decide. The spirits decide if you can join. The priest and priestess are only there to do a divination, to decide if you can join, and to perform the ceremony of initiation. They do not have any power or authority in that realm. And I know way too many white voodoo people. Matter of fact, there's two different women in New Orleans, the voodoo queen, and people debate over who's the real voodoo queen. Both of them are white. Both of them are white. So, but we had this argument, and the thing is, the people that are arguing are people that are not initiated in the system. So it's like, I don't give a fuck. It's always that way. And people are trying to say, well, this is part of my culture because I'm black. So, no, it isn't. You're not Haitian. Are you Haitian? Even if you're Haitian, it's still not part of your culture. It's part of your culture when you get involved, when you get initiated. Just because you have a certain skin color doesn't mean that hoodoo, Santeria, Palo, voodoo all belongs to you because of your skin color, or all forms of Catholicism would belong to me because I have Italian and Irish blood. It's not how it works. So if you're not involved in those systems, you have no claim to those systems based on your skin color. Where a lot of those traditions come from Africa. Voodoo is not in Africa. The closest thing to voodoo is Yoruba. A lot of the elements of voodoo come from Yoruba, but it's a very different practice in Africa. It manifests in Haiti. It's Afro-Haitian. Santeria and Palo manifest in Cuba. There are close elements very similar to Santeria that still exist in Africa, but as Santeria being a religion of the saints, it does not take on that manifestation until they reach Cuba. Palo as well. There are elements of it in Africa, but there is no Palo in Africa. It is Afro-Cuban. So Santeria and Palo are both Afro-Cuban. Voodoo is Afro-Haitian. Just showing the different places. We don't have a manifestation of an ATR that specifically happened on American soil. I know of no such manifestation of any ATR that specifically happened here. Yeah, you do have to work for it, and it's never cheap. You know, even just monetarily, any initiation into any one of those traditions is gonna be up in the thousands. I've heard people like 10,000, and that's fucking ridiculous. But you know, a few thousand is pretty common in any of those fucking. But if you ever go to a ceremony, you see it's not that they're just, you know, raking you over the coals. There's a bunch of people involved in those initiations, and they all need to get paid, including the drummers and the singers. In New Orleans, it's kind of debatable. Sally Ann Glassman is considered one of the people that might be the voodoo queen, and then there's Bloody Mary, the other one. So that's the people debate on who the current voodoo queen, but it's always one of them, and both of them are white. Bloody Mary has a channel over here on TikTok. I don't recall, except for maybe one time, ever seeing a video from her. I don't know. She's not showing up on my For You page or something.
It was somebody else that we've never heard of that is often referred to as the voodoo queen.
Could be.
Like,
But I know.
Remember when somebody got shot at some store? Like the woman who shot her boyfriend, they referred to her as the voodoo
Oh, the
queen.
bone room lady?
Yeah.
That's always shooting at people?
That's who I thought was also
Yeah. Well,
one of the voodoo queens.
Yeah, she's black. She's also in prison. So she's the voodoo queen in prison. But 2 times, that one, the woman that runs the bone room, shot, one time she shot her boyfriend in the French Quarter. And then within like a year, she shot at her boyfriend in the French Quarter. And I was shocked that she wasn't still in jail or something like that. She even had the ability. So you just go, I mean, French Quarter is where all of our tourists are. If you start firing guns off down there, well, that's kind of bad for the town. I would have thought they would have put her away, you know, just for monetary reasons. But I don't know her name, but she ran a place called the Bone Room. Let's see. She was just on my For You page this morning after months. Okay, so maybe she just hadn't posted anything and I haven't seen her. But yeah, I've never met her. I never met Sally Ann Glassman, but she lives in our neighborhood.
She's our neighbor.
Yeah. And both of those, as far as I know, are New Orleans voodoo. So New Orleans voodoo is rather different than Haitian voodoo. And like I keep telling people, here in New Orleans, people give 0 fucks about all of the crap that most people seem to give a shit about. All of our traditions are mixed happily together, and our voodoo is a bunch of shit thrown in a blender and turned on. With, you know, elements of classic voodoo, and it's just as valid in ATR. It's still considered an ATR, just like the other voodoo, but it happily mixes together. And the only times in New Orleans that I've ever heard the words cultural appropriation, I said them to somebody on the other end that looked to me like I was speaking in Martian or something. They had no idea what I was fucking talking about. And with regard to spirituality, religion, magic, I think that's the real. That's not a cultural expression. It's a magic. All of those are magical cultural expressions. The entirety of people from Africa are not practicing magical traditions. The majority of them are probably Baptists and Catholics and shit. If you're in the culture of those magical traditions, well, then we can have the discussion. But I'm not going to have these discussions with people that just think, well, because of my skin color, I own that thing. Again, like I said, I'm not the Pope, but I am part Italian. I can't just suddenly tell people that I'm the Pope and I own Catholicism and it's a closed practice. It's not how these things work. Eventually, all those people just won't be on my page anymore, anyways. Well, won't have to argue with them. But I don't care. Like I said yesterday on TikTok, it's all about them clicks. About them clicks. No fucks to give. In the last couple days since this controversy started on my TikTok channel and I started engaging with it and not letting anybody have the last word, I went up about 900 subscribers. I have all kind of traffic. I'm on everybody's For You page right now because of the controversy. Because I interact with the controversy. I argue with everything everybody says. Every time I respond, I get a boost. Every time they post a comment, I get a boost and a click. And so I just kept arguing, kept arguing, kept arguing. I had nothing else to do. I'm just going to keep arguing. I love a good argument, you know, good. And quite frankly, I've not had a good argument with any of these people. None of these people can argue very well. They make grandiose claims that can't be proven, and I do respond to the rules of debate, and you can't do that. I lost you on YouTube, back on TikTok. Oh, really? Looks like I'm still here. People are talking and stuff over here. To be fair, Catholicism is a magical practice. If you really know what you're doing, that's why most ceremonial magic traditions. Well, actually, I'm surprised that nobody's given me that argument because I could shoot down my argument. You know, I always look for ways to shoot down my arguments when I'm making them, and sometimes I'll just do that just for fun and play devil's advocate and stuff. But being as Catholicism cannot exist without all of the components it stole from paganism, I do own Catholicism. It's the Italian in you. My wife is Italian and loves to argue. Yeah, that's probably my Italian. I like to argue with my hands. You put the transmutation sigil on your phone, didn't you? Yes, I do. I do that. It sometimes behooves me to anger a lot of people, and I then, like a vampire, I drink it. Right over here, on YouTube, Psychic Self-Defense Shields Up. Between that and a couple videos, you know, I don't make that easy. I come from a tradition where you cannot give wisdom. It's a search for knowledge that brings wisdom. So between a few videos of mine on YouTube, you can figure out how to do that too. Now, if you want to just, you know, cut to the chase, you got the cash, well, you get over here to gumroad.com/witchschool, WITCHSKEWL, and you get the video Spiritual Warfare Feeding on Your Enemies. And once you do that kind of thing, there's no way to undo it. There's no way to bypass that protection. There's no way to reverse it. You just absorb all of the anger that people throw at you. If they throw hexes at you, it's even better. And you can convert that energy into anything you want. You could just like make a money spell happen without actually doing anything except setting up that sigil. And just get out there on the internet, piss a bunch of people off, and you can be rolling in dough. And nobody expects it. I love How Magic Works series. Yeah, I got that on YouTube. Well, thank you. I kind of forgot about some of the stuff I've done on YouTube. It took me 3 videos to at least cobble it together. Can't say it's exact, but it works. Yeah, you can. You know, you can either go through the effort of figuring out how to puzzle piece those videos together, or you can go over here and spend like 40 bucks or whatever it is. I don't even know how much that class is right now, but it's at gumroad.com/witchschool, WITCHSKEWL. Yes. Yeah, anybody powerful enough to get through that would know better than to curse people for petty shit. That's why most become witches. Yeah. Well, we were talking about Palo earlier. Palo Mayombe, Palo Monte, Palo Cambisa. The number one reason people get involved in that tradition is for protection.
Birds are loud today.
Mm-hmm. My Phone must be far from Wi-Fi. Hey, Fractal Reality Queen. I'm gonna masturbate a bit and like myself, so I can get that thing up to 9,000 likes. Bad coding, TikTok. It is your fault for allowing me to like myself at the speed of light. Look at that. If I just keep that loading bar going, the 450 bundle is the best way to go. Yeah, I think that's it's my level 1 and level 2 bundle. Of course, it's been really popular this last month. There's a bunch of people buying that. Ooh, something just happened. Did I break the ceiling? I don't know. All of a sudden, I got flooded with hearts. Oh, because other people are sending me likes too. Okay, it's a race. All right, I'm gonna keep that loading bar going. Yeah, it is. The bundle, it lowers the price that it costs you for your day course, and I kept running into these millennial witches that like to binge watch me. It felt weird at first, but it's like, okay, your generation wants to binge everything, and you don't want to take a year to study something. Okay, give the people what they want. Wow. All right, so now where are we? 9,000 likes. Look at that. I can send likes, but it keeps glitching. Oh, man, your Wi-Fi is just messing with you, huh? And let's see, I'm missing anything. So I guess, Millie, you took that course? Did you do that recently? Yeah, I always get a notification when that happens. So I always love that when it's like, I'll be like in bed or something and my phone goes ka-ching. It's like, oh, you just made faux fitty. Half asleep, you made faux fitty. I love that. Yeah. Major bird action today. Uncle Birch coming live from New Orleans. All right, I'm just checking back and forth, see if I missed anything. Oh wow, it got me almost up to 10,000 likes over here. Yeah, I'm gonna go to while I'm sitting here eating jerky. And we got people in our web store right now. Check us out at lovershermeticsupply.com. And when you go in there, I'll see it. Okay, we're at 10,000 likes. Jen Norman sent me likes. Attitude Caffeinated sent me likes. I'm sending me likes. I like me. It's self-love. That's what it is. Oh, hello, Spokane, Washington. Over there in the lovershermeticsupply.com. I enjoy your stay. Let us know if you have any questions over there. Very professional staffs willing to help you with all of your needs. Why are you saying hello? Is that you over there, Damon Fame? You better advise something. Also, there's a video on my TikTok page. Scroll back a little bit. We're doing a thing at the Lovers Hermetic Supply to help Ukraine. So if you make a donation to Ukraine, you get special gifts and discounts and stuff. There's a video explaining that. Or you can bip over there to Manwich 3 and check that out. Is that Zephyr Green up there? Is that Manwich 3? Sometimes your sigils look similar. Somebody sent 105 likes. Oh wait, I sent myself 105 likes. I love it. Thanks for all the likes. You guys are going nuts over here. But they say the more likes we get, more people we get. I'm gonna share it on Facebook again too. Share it on Facebook. Share the shit. there now. Okay. You'll only access your Facebook friends list if you choose to sync. Alright, whatever. Okay, hold on. TikTok wants to do some shit here. Press some buttons. Alright. Oh, see, now you want me to press a bunch of buttons, TikTok. I'm not doing that. Alright, I shared the live video. Let's see, Millie's talking about the bundled class. My husband wanted me to get it because it's what I wanted for when I first moved here. Found you a year ago. Just haven't said anything or purchased it till now. Well, very cool, very cool. Your husband is a frugal man. He wants to sync your friends list. Yeah, I think I did that, but they want me to like manually click on different friends to follow right now while I'm talking to you, and that would just be rude. Does the chirping symbolize anything? The bird chirping. It symbolizes spring. It is spring. Half caffeinated. I try not to do anything when I'm half caffeinated. I don't even want anybody to talk to me when I'm half caffeinated. I think that's for Mademoiselle Birch. Yes. Yes, that is possible. Still can't believe that guy we had on, the Trump supporter. He had the big Trump flag on his wall.
What was his purpose for going on?
I don't know. I just wanted to know, how he could still be a Trump supporter, and he had no answer.
I know,
So,
but that wasn't his reason for even going on.
I assumed when
so
I saw
what
the
was
Trump
point?
flag that we were going to have us a heated debate.
Yeah.
I was ready. So, yeah, if you're out there, any of y'all, you want to have a heated debate about that kind of thing, well, you hit the co-host button down there and ask to come on live with me, and we can do that. Over here on TikTok, I don't know how to do that on YouTube. I don't even think it's possible.
I love when they say, he's done a lot of good things, but they can't name one.
Yeah, I know. I'd say you won the debate, such as it was. Yeah, I did win, but it was just such a hollow victory. I like a little bit more fight first. Yeah, he really walked into that one. And just nothing to say.
I mean, it was civil, but I don't understand his purpose of wanting to go on your page.
Yeah. To be fair, it seemed like you were the only one that wanted to debate. Yeah, I mean, but he didn't talk about anything else. He could have, asked me about witchcraft stuff. I mean, I did make that video on YouTube, Real Witches Don't Vote Republicans, back during Trump, and I knew they were out there. I just, needed them to give me a large infusion of cash at the time, and it worked. So he was the fizziest drink in the fridge. Wasn't the fizziest drink in the fridge now, was he? That's a new one. I was like rocket surgeon. You're a real rocket surgeon, huh?
I mean, that person is right. You were the one to go there, but he could have said, "Could we talk about witchcraft?" Instead, and you would have.
Yeah, but when you come on the air and your backdrop is a giant Trump flag swallowing your entire wall up, it kind of begs a discussion. Uncle Birch coming live from New Orleans. Oh, hound, she dropped a nut. Oh, it's your lucky day. You're gonna chew it up, shell and all, you silly animal. Just here to learn. That's a good way to be. Earth is a school. We are merely students. All right, time to do some more likes. just do about 1,000 likes really quick here. See, I didn't know back when you guys were having the like race that I could join. Like myself.
Now you have the rest of your day planned out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and keep doing this. Just trying to get up past that threshold to another 1,000 likes. We're getting close. Uncle Birch sitting over here liking myself.
Someone's got to do it.
Mm-hmm. I'm good enough, smart enough. Gosh darn it, I like me. Oh my God, Mojo, you getting another one? Oh.
That was just a oh, he doesn't. That was just a shell, and he walked right by it.
Really?
Now wants the ones with the nuts in. Mojo, you're such a snob. Here, let's try. Oh, almost got it.
Ooh, thanks for the high. Yeah, it's a high. That's cool. Okay, I just broke a ceiling. Yep, we're at 13.2 thousand likes now. Do witches utilize things like the middle pillar ritual, or is it mainly ceremonial? A lot of my kids do. We start them off with the lesser banishing ritual, the pentagram. Actually, I don't even know if it's a classical lesser banishing ritual, the pentagram, but the basics of which is we start the circle going counterclockwise. For one movement, we do a banishing earth pentagram in each quarter, and then we move clockwise and do the proper invoking pentagrams for each quarter, like the rest of the LBRP. So, because that particular ritual has been borrowed from witches to create the circle for a very, very long time. So, I know my kids are going to change things after they teach them, add to it, subtract from it, that kind of thing. So I want to start them with the oldest circle that witches have been using, and that would be a modified version of the LBRP, which is the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram, for those of you that don't know. But really only the first portion of the ritual is actually about banishing. The rest of it's really invoking. So, rather than raising energy for rituals, what other uses does it serve? In witchcraft, that would be our main use. We're using the LBRP. So I've also seen the greater ritual, the pentagram, used as well, to cast circle, raise energy, that kind of thing. Witches utilize whatever they want. So yeah, see, that's kind of the problem that a lot of people are going to run into. Witches used what works. It doesn't matter if somebody thinks they own the thing. Witches are going to use what they're going to use, and nobody's going to tell them otherwise. And we can argue all day on TikTok and YouTube, whatever we want to do, but it's not going to change a witch. A witch is a manipulative motherfucker, and you cannot stop them, and they will fucking do it. And if you ever piss them off, they will do it to you. Everybody I know is a witch. Love witches. My people are witches. I trust y'all as far as I can throw you, most of you, because you're a witch, and it's in your nature not to feel powerless. And if I ever make you feel powerless, you will lash out against me, and I know that, but that is just your nature. You're like the scorpion and the frog and shit. Got so quiet. We don't even have any birds now. Got lizards running around. Got squirrels in the trees. It's good. I was starting to worry about the squirrels. I guess they hibernate. Ooh, thanks for the roses. Hello, Kate. Where are you from? Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. I'm over here liking myself right now because we found a hole in TikTok's algorithm that I can exploit. Coming to you live from New Orleans. I'm on YouTube at Uncle Birch. I'm on TikTok as Uncle Birch 3. Do you get much tornadoes? No, we got a rare tornado a couple miles from us just the other
The
day.
last one was in 2017.
Yeah, last one was in 2017. The one that came down was pretty fucking bad and screwed up. Uh, Definitely fucked some people up. Only one person died so far. Um, but we were kind of not taking that alert thing on the phone very seriously. I think next time that happens, we're all heading into the storm room, which is where we go when the hurricanes are coming. So it's going to be good for hurricanes. Hopefully it'll be good for tornadoes because nobody here got a basement.
We only lost power for 10 seconds.
We lost power for 10 seconds.
That's my gauge that it wasn't that bad.
All right. Kate is Tennessee. Right on, right on. And the oddest thing is, I mean, we had the tornado happen, and then just like within 15 minutes, all of the weather was just gone. It was just past us. Everything was so people were able to respond to the tornado area and help people right away. So it was just kind of like the tail end of the storm that did that. But it was really big, and I think it was an F3. And the news could see it from like they have some tower overlooking the city, and you could see the fucking thing right there on the horizon just going through, and we're looking at it going, oh fuck, I know people that live over there. We had some friends that tornado was really close to their house, but you could just see it live on the news. Uncle Birch has yet to discover the thrill of storm chasing. Yes, no, we just wait for him to come. Our first hurricane, once we moved here, literally just like came down our street. The eye came right down our street, and at a certain point, it's our first hurricane. We've been waiting. That hurricane season was crazy. There were so many hurricanes coming right at us. They all like took a turn, and we're just, we're fresh here, trying to figure this out, taking all the advice from our neighbors and shit, and in the house, it sounds like fucking chaos out there, and then all of a sudden, just quiet. Hear a fucking pin drop. And I walked outside, and several of my neighbors were outside too, and we're all just looking up. And there was this blue fucking piece of sky with clouds circling around it, and I go, oh fuck, I've heard of this. This is the fucking eye. My whole fucking life, I never thought I'd be in the fucking eye of the fucking storm. There's songs written about that shit. And it was just so calm, and then all my neighbors suddenly went back inside. And I said, okay, when in Rome, I went back. Within a minute, and the eye had passed us. And then the next hurricane the eye was close to us, a few miles away. Maybe.
If I had known that was a rare occurrence to be right over under the eye, I would have gone outside to look at it.
Yeah.
I thought that was just what happens. Okay, here's the part where the eye passes over.
Yeah. I just figured, okay, it's quiet outside. I need to go and look and see if there's any damage, if my neighbors need help, that kind of shit. And then it came back. Yeah. Hey, 420 Witch is back, sending us the flower of Ukraine. Thank you. We're growing some. We're growing some because of the lead in the soil, but also it's the flower of Ukraine, so that works because my wife's Ukrainian. And actually, I need to wash that shirt. I wore that shirt for almost a month straight. Washed it every second day, but it says, my wife's Ukrainian, nothing scares me. My video about David Griffin got taken down for hate speech? Where? On YouTube? I once had a video taken down because on our podcast we played a Prince song, and his copyright is really strong. I infringe on copyrights every episode, and you just get a bunch of warnings in the episodes, which really are almost like a set list. Every song that we played is listed in the copyright infringement thing, so people can hear all of the different songs that we played. Okay, on TikTok. Okay, that makes sense. Hate speech. Well, I hate David Griffin. What are you gonna do about it? If you kick me off my live right now, it's like, I don't care. I've been here for a while. It's not gonna matter to me. Plenty of people have gone to my web store, plenty of people in my witch school right now. It's all, all about them clicks, baby. But yeah, I think last time we were together, they did that towards the end of the broadcast for hateful content. And I won my appeal and went back. So You know, when one that happened on TikTok, you know, I've got, I think it was yesterday that I posted it. It was 11.7 thousand fucking hits. Was one about Jehovah not wanting us to eat pussy. And it got flagged a couple times, and I won the appeal both times. So, over there on TikTok, we have the tacit approval of the TikTok gods to say pussy. Is that a wasp? Do wasps pollinate shit?
I don't know.
He's going like from flower to flower. I thought it was a bee. Yeah, that's a fucking hornet or something, man.
Probably. I mean, that's how they eat, right?
I guess. We're just sitting here watching nature. Getting pagan and shit, you know. Alright. Alright, time to like myself again. I want to get this up to 15,000 likes. Over here on YouTube. They wouldn't restore it, so I took it down and re-uploaded it. Yeah, I do that all the time too. And it's funny. It's like one version will get reported. Like on my on my TikTok page, I put up one of my old songs called "Have a Happy Fucking Day," and one of them got taken down because I mentioned getting pot for my food stamps today. It was a drug reference, I guess they said. But then I reposted it, and it's still up. And I posted it on my Uncle Birch 4, and I posted it on my Feel Free 13, and it's still there. You know, if you haven't heard my Have a Happy Fucking Day song, it will make your day. Trust me. I retitled it "Sue Me, David Griffin." Yeah, that's so funny that he doesn't have a lawyer. That's David Griffin. For those of you that don't know, is the self-appointed leader of the Golden Dawn, and he became the self-appointed leader of the Golden Dawn because he had a family member that was a lawyer that would file lawsuits for him at no cost. So he sued his way into being the self-appointed leader of the Golden Dawn, and he's a total dumbass and a Trump supporter. And using his magic to support Trump. What was the SOS about? Did anyone else see it? No? I did not see a SOS. No, don't see it over here. Frederick Xavier is better Golden Dawn magician than David will ever be. Oh, yeah. Nothing bad to say about Frederick X. What about the guy who invented Scientology? L. Ron Hubbard, yeah. Oh, 420, which is busy sending likes over here. Where are we at? 15.9 thousand likes. I don't know about that theory that TikTok has where they put up here, it says that the more people that like your post or your live, you'll get more people in your live, because we've been going down since we got here. Frater is one of my favorites ever. Love him. Absolutely, I love him too. You know, there's a lot of people that only know about me because of him. There's some people that know about him because of me too. But there was back before TikTok, there was an urban legend on YouTube that I was Frederick Xavier and Frederick Xavier was me, which was rather stupid because Frederick Xavier will never show his face. That's part of his mystique. It's part of his mystery, the mystery school. I literally turn on the camera and talk to the fucking camera, and that's all I do. I don't have PowerPoints in my classes, none of that. If I got to show you a graphic, it's going to be on a piece of paper with a Sharpie, and I'm going to hold it up the fucking screen. Low tech. Hubbard had some ideas of grandeur, yes. Yes, that could be said. For sure. I would have found you on TikTok, but I heard about you from him. Yeah. You know, a lot of people find me on TikTok all of a sudden. TikTok has these weird things where you just don't see anything for a while, and then all of a sudden you get a fuckload of followers over like 2 days. It's like It's an algorithm thing. So it's about, God, I think about 902 days, and then I have several days that I hardly get any followers, and then they'll boost up again. It's weird. TikTok is a dark art that I'm still trying to figure out. But also not putting up with TikTok's shit. I'm on Twitch now. Just started a Patreon. I will continue on TikTok because they tried to make me go away. But that's just the feel-free scenario. Two is a success. He's taking the church to a whole new crazy. Huh. Yeah, that's probably true too. That's all I need to know about is how magic works. I've been getting some followers, pissed off people who say hoodoo is close. Damon, just argue with them. Keep arguing with them. It brings more people to your page. Every time you respond, you get a boost, and then they will respond, and you get a boost and a click. So just keep going. Like all of the ones that you like, comment on all the ones that you comment. Traffic is what TikTok wants. The more traffic that's going on your page. And like you also, you'll do those video responses to comments. That's absolutely good too. And then more people see that. I've probably my last 10 videos have been about this controversy that happened on my page. 17.6 thousand likes. A video reply to. Yep. The video replies, those definitely boost you in the algorithm. All right, I'm over here liking myself. I'm trying, all you people over here liking, so I'm trying to help you out by liking myself. Joe Dirt. Hey, Joe. Well, I've been pretty consistently almost every weekend. I've been jumping on here doing the live. So I'm coming to you live on YouTube and TikTok simultaneously on 2 separate devices. But check it out. I've been doing a lot of lives. Podcast keeps posting here. Sometimes I remember to upload my TikTok videos to YouTube, but sometimes I don't. And I'm over here on TikTok liking myself right now. I'm just tapping the screen furiously because we found a hole in their algorithm. If I was to do this to myself on YouTube, I'd get some sort of ban, invalid click thing. But TikTok hasn't thought of that, apparently. Well, for all the shit that the algorithm on TikTok does to us, when we find a way that we could exploit the algorithm, we should do that. All right, where did I get to? 19.1. I just did 198 likes just now. All right, 19.2 thousand likes. Oh, dear. All right, well, let's see. I think I'm going to have me another smoke and bid you adieu. For there's stuff to do. Oh, look at all them likes. Thank you. Where are we at? 19.8. Is it 19? Yeah, 19.8 thousand likes. Very nice, very nice. Huh, 420. I was just watching the 420 which sent me likes. I was just kind of spacing at y'all for a minute there. Just got a comment. Oh, you did? Yeah, I hope you're well too, Joe Dirt. Been out here for a while though, so not too much longer. Been on for 95 minutes. according to YouTube. But weekends in the afternoons, been getting out of here pretty happy. My daughter, Makeka, will be 13 tomorrow. Well, yes. Let me see. Makeka, happy birthday. 13's an important time. That's when I got involved, formally involved in witchcraft. I think of, the years of 13 on as being my formative years. Don't really remember. Michaela. Oh, okay, he's misspelled. Michaela, happy birthday. 13, it's an important year. Be careful. No online dating.
Oh, she's 13?
Yeah.
Aw.
Our kid's 11, and he always tells us, no online dating. We say, okay, why don't you want to do online dating? He says, because the person on the other end could be some ugly old man or something. I said, yeah, that's pretty much it. We watch Catfish. So, if I ever was thinking about online dating, that show would have ruined it for me right away. Happy birthday, Michaela. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Michaela. Happy birthday to you. Bonus prize. Fractal Reality Queen, happy birthday to your daughter. So you should get all kind of happy birthdays, man. You get more than you like. And maybe even over here on YouTube. No, nobody's saying happy birthday on YouTube. Any recommendations for twitchy garden types? Plants really want to have a forest of food, nature. I usually say, pick 5 magical herbs that you're going to use that cover all of your major basics, and try and grow them. It'll work much better for you. You commune with the plant. You're giving them the essence to survive, and then they're helping you. As far as like growing food, I don't know. It depends on where you are. We're going to try again. But I remember when COVID happened, we planted all kind of vegetables, and taters, and all this stuff. And either the sun burned them up, or when the rain comes, it can be, it's like 2 feet of rain in a minute sometimes. So some plants drowned, and then the ones that didn't drown or burnt up, the bugs come and just ate the shit out of them. I'm gonna try and grow taters again. Should be easy. We'll see. Like right now, we got I got rue, milkweed, basil, Abre Camino, rosemary, and we've got an indoor garden system. So there's a bunch of stuff growing in there. I think there's some lavender, some other rosemary, some more basil. Yeah, grow them in sacks. Huh? What kind of sacks? Like burlap sacks? Sacks. I want to know more about what that grow them in sacks means. Is rue easy to grow? Rue typically wants some shitty soil. Neglect. So yeah, it can be easy to grow. We brought a rue here through 3 moves. Thing was like, I had the rue for 5 years. Beautiful rue, big. And I think the pot wasn't draining and it got drowned. And I was just so bummed that I lost the rue. It's like been a family member. And there was this shitty pot that we barely grew anything. It's an ugly plastic, faded, fucking pink thing. And it was just kind of sitting there by all the other pots, not really growing anything in there. And I just recently saw that there's rue growing all over. So my rue, before it died, had gone to seed, but I'd never seen rue seed itself. I didn't even know that was possible. So I have a bunch of offspring of my old rue that just spontaneously growing, and it made it through the cold snaps and the frost and everything. So I'm hoping that's going to be some Some serious rue. Grow them in sacks. You can get grow bags for spuds. All right. I'll ask the nursery thing that. I'm not sure if. The messages to come in clear. I put some mugwort in your pillow. War, pandemic, and economy makes people want to be like predecessors and be self-sufficient. Yes, I grow local meds as well. Super useful for colds and flus and such. Yes. Well, technically, Abre Camino is Bonicet. And I learned a long time ago is rose hips and Bonicet tincture. You take it, several times a week to prevent colds. It's like an immune response thing. But technically, Abre Camino is Bonicet. So I guess if I had some rose hips, I could make some of that stuff. Okay, well, I guess before we get out of here, we've got to hear Mystic Deanna's dirty story that happened from a love spell. And that'll be our closer. So if you over here on YouTube, she posts that. I'll read you what she said. Mystic Deanna says, my grandmother taught botany. All right, the dirty thing's not going to be involving your grandmother, is it? We want to hear about the dirty story that happened from the love spell, Mystic Deanna. None of this other babbling. We want to hear that. All right, we're waiting. I think Mystic Deanna's typing. Oh yeah, where are we with the likes? 22,000.1 likes over here on TikTok. All right, waiting to hear from Mystic Diana. Yeah, over here on TikTok, we're saying, come on, tell us, Diana. They want to hear it? Everybody wants to hear it. Y'all want to hear dirty stories. But is it dirty in our religion, or is it sacred? Oh my gosh, I have no idea. I just wanted to meet someone and went haywire. Now everyone is attracted to me and I can't get enough. I think I did a similar spell when I was 13. I've been incorporating the devil's lettuce in my practice for the entire time, so yes. I like that they, I don't really like GMOs, but I do like that they came up with, what do they call those? Auto seeds, auto flower. That's it, auto flower. They bloom regardless of the season and 90 days to harvest. I named myself after the goddess Aradia. All right, well, that wasn't that dirty, though. I guess the I can't get enough part might be dirty. All right, y'all. I've been here long enough. I will bid you adieu. So, as our ancestors used to say, to remind us of the troubled times through which they came and the breadcrumb trail that they left you to follow in the ways, merry meets, merry part. Merry meet again, y'all.